What's up, YouTube? I'm out here doing a little ride out of Mount Currahee. So this is the Chainbuster Racing Assault on Mount Currahee route. I'm out here on my Jamis Renegade Exploit, and figured I might do a quick review, bike check while I'm out here. Wow, that's fast. I hope this is not illegal. I really don't know. So this is, it's a new bike, but it's actually a 2016 model. So this is a holdover from 2016. They really haven't changed the bike much. They came out with it originally in 2016. So this is a steel frame. It's got the Reynolds 631, which is the really nice steel frame. This one's TIG welded. It's got kind of some different sort of componentry on it, but we got the 105 drivetrain, carbon front fork, and it's got this weird braking system. At least for me it seems kind of weird, but it's the TRP, kind of a hybrid mechanical hydro brake. So you've got your standard 105 shifters, and then you've got the hydraulic part built into the braking setup here. It's got the center lock ice rotors, 15 millimeter front, and a skewer in the rear. So it's standard spacing in the rear. I guess the old standard. One thing they have changed, the things they changed is they went to a different wheel set. This has got the Alex wheels, which are okay, I guess, and some kind of a unbranded hub on them there. But they went to a WTB wheel, I believe. They changed up the front fork just a little bit, so they put bottle mount bolts on it there, and that way you can set up, you know, different racks and water bottle cages, of course, if you wanted to, and then also you can set up the deals where you can hold, you know, the luggage up there, like the salsa racks. So you got the 3 water bottle mounts, one here, here, and here. It's got the stem is kind of a house brand carbon stem. The seat is one thing. This thing is terrible for me anyway. Like, this part of the seat is too wide. This part's just fine, but it's just right here kind of kills me. I mean, after I've been on it for a while, it seems to not hurt as bad, but right off it kills me. It's got the Physique bar tape, Ritchie EvoMax bars, Ritchie stem. I believe it comes with a 80 or 90 millimeter stem out of the gate there. The bike is a pretty big bike, so in a lot of bikes I would probably fit on a 58. This one is a 56, and it's as big as I would want to go. I guess the gravel bikes in general are a little bit lower and slacker geometry, a little bit longer, and so that shows in the way this thing is set up, but it makes it super stable. So far I really enjoyed the bike. It's got the Clement Explorer Ush 35 by 700. This tire is a wire bead. It's a tubeless ready rim, but it's a wire bead tire that's tubed right now. So that's one place where I could definitely save some weight. If I changed out just tires and went tubeless, that would be, it's something that's in the works here. I'm gonna get a set of G1 all rounds and a 38 and run that on this thing. But yeah, the reason I got this was more or less, so around here the trails shut down whenever you get any rain, which they should. You know, the way they are, they'll get torn up pretty easily. And so this is something I can still get on dirt roads and ride on the days when the trails are closed. And then also there are some gravel events in this area, and so I probably wouldn't ever go out and just buy a road bike. I just don't think that I see myself doing a lot of road miles. But this bike will do that if I want it to. So if I wanted something to go, say, bike packing, you know, that's one of the reasons I got it. Is this summer I'm planning on doing a little trip to Florida. And so I'm in North Georgia, kind of close to Athens, sort of. And so I'm planning on doing a trip from there down to Daytona. So I'm going to leave earlier than the family's going to meet me down there. Should take about a week or so. It's like 450 miles, roughly, I guess, down to there. So that should be interesting. But, you know, still bike, you can pack it out. And if you wanted to, it's got rack mounts in the rear, so you can set that up. I'm just going to go like bike packing style and do like an oversized pack in the back. I've got a frame pack that fits pretty much the whole triangle, and a couple of feeder bags and a front bag. So I plan on camping out on the way down there, maybe staying in a hotel room 1 day or 2 days, I don't know. It's fairly country headed down there, but it's populated enough where I can kind of play it by ear. So if I say, you know, whatever, I just want to go stay in a hotel, I can do that. But yeah, so that's kind of the reason I picked this thing up. And, you know, you would think that a bike like this, you say, oh, well, you know, gravel's no fun. It's nothing like getting on the trails. And, you know, to an extent, I agree. I like the mountain bike better. But if you take away the 6 inches of travel in the front and, you know, put a small tire on it, then all of a sudden these gravel roads, especially some of the stuff up around here, which is like super fast downhills, washboard stuff, trust me, it is every bit as challenging and just flat out scary as taking an enduro bike down an enduro line. You know, it's pretty wild, actually. Pretty high speed you get up to also. And so yeah, I've had a great time with it so far. It's great exercise too. It's easy just to clock off miles on this thing. So as far as changes to this bike, I really haven't done anything much to it. I'd mentioned earlier that I changed out the cassette. So what I have done is I put a road link on it, and I put a mountain bike cassette on this thing. So this is an 11-speed XT cassette, and had to replace the chain at the same time. So this gives me a lot better gearing than it had stock. The compact gearing with mountains is a no-go. Like, I'd done this route once before at Currahee. I was dying. Like, I mean, it was bad. Like, I was just completely about to give out trying to get up this mountain, which is hard enough anyway. But when you're just, you know, bearing down on the cranks trying to get that thing to roll over, you know, it was terrible. So the first thing I did when I came back from that was I ordered those parts and changed that. And the only problem I run into with that setup is, okay, so the 105 derailleur, there's 2 spring settings in this thing, so I had to put it in the tighter spring setting, and that does a couple things. It gives you better chain wrap, so it pulls this whole thing forward, and it also helps it to shift a little bit better. I noticed that. But I've had a little bit of a problem with, basically the chain will dive. So this cassette is so much heavier, I guess just the inertia of it and not having a clutch on this thing. Whenever you are in top gear and this thing's moving pretty fast and you stop pedaling, the chain dives down like that. So it's never like sucked the chain up or, you know, derailed it or anything, but it's just annoying. Every time you stop pedaling, it'll kind of do that if you're pedaling fast. So that's the only side effect I've seen. Again, it doesn't really matter, you know, it's not going to hurt it, but it's a little bit annoying, you know, doing the tan pan, and then going over to a mountain bike, because a mountain bike derailleur might be the way to go. I've got an XT derailleur sitting around over there in the garage that I haven't used, but I might try that. This works though for my uses, and so I haven't messed with it yet, but that's something I might do in the future. But yeah, I guess I'm going to take off here. This is just now starting off. Get that nice downhill coming in. And the first gravel that you really see is this nice little climb right here. And this one ain't nothing compared to what's coming up. Yeah, the gravel stuff is fun though. It's kind of just exploring. You can get out here, get away from the cars. That's the big thing is I've been hit by a car twice on a bicycle. Once when I was a kid, and again when I was like 18. So I don't care much for road miles really. This is nice. That's cool. There's like a waterfall over there. I'm gonna have to go explore real quick. There's just like all kinds of neat stuff like this out here. Little wooden bridge. Nice campsite if they wouldn't have left their trash out here. Douchebags. This little waterfall. Beautiful blue sky. Surprised there's not some trout down in the stream here. Okay, quick detour. Mountain Grove Cemetery, church and school. Okay. There we go. You got a Whitfield, husband and wife from 1851. Wow. Some old graves. It's kind of weird. You get up in the middle of nowhere up here, and there's just little grave sites like this all over. It's not uncommon. As a matter of fact, I think it's this area, if you keep on, this guy has got his grave just kind of by itself out here. Wow, this is some steep stuff. Look at that, it's beautiful. Y'all can see, but you can see straight to the bottom of that. It's probably 10 foot deep. I'm looking for trout out here. I'll come back and fish this place. This kind of stuff like I've been into so far, 35s, work just fine at. But some of the stuff towards the end, even a single track, a 40 would be really nice. A 40 with tubeless too, a little lower pressure. Where I'm at, there's enough dirt roads to make this worthwhile. For some folks, it probably wouldn't be. I can go 25 minutes from my house and I'm over here at Mount Currahee. I can go an hour and I'm out at Dahlonega at Bull and Jake Mountain. That's where the Southern Cross race is. And there's, somebody was saying there's a route out there that's 60 miles of dirt road. So there's lots of gravel around. Even next to my house, like, there's a lot of gravel, but where I'm at, it's kind of like there's not sustained like miles of gravel roads. It's mostly like 2 miles here, 3 miles there, half mile, 4 miles. You just connect to it by the street. But even the street out there, it's a little bit more chill because it's out in the country. So it's not as scary as getting out in a lot of these places right on the road. Nice. Okay, yeah, so this I've done. I had to take my shoes off last time. It was a lot colder last time though. What do you think? Should I do it? Doesn't look as bad right there. Watch me fall down in this creek. Oh, I see a spot over here. Ah. See, it's like just cold enough to where if I were to have to put a foot down in this, it would be miserable for the rest of the day with wet feet. I was kind of amazed last time I didn't get any flat tires up through here. Hopefully I'll be amazed again. All right, so this is the road that goes to the top of Currahee. And it doesn't go straight up, it kind of goes up and down, and then it finally makes that final climb. Golly, that is rough washboard shit right here. I'm gonna start off easy because I know how this ends up. Oh man, and it just keeps going. We're like halfway there. Oh my god, look how steep that is. Yeah, getting there, little by little. There's the summit. Nice view out here. So, I think I live that way. And Alabama's that way. And Delonga is that way. That's probably Golden Jake Mountain right there. I don't know if you can see it. I think I'm gonna have a snack and head back down. What a view. You can see forever today. See, the vultures were already congregating. They didn't think I was going to make it. This is a pretty entertaining part too. Going back down the mountain. I'm not going as fast this time. Last time was crazy. I really almost bounced off of this thing. I thought I was going to break myself or the bike or something. I'm on top gear anyway. But the damn washboard from the cars and just get some speed, man, is rough. Like that, look at that big old dip right there. Hit that going 30 miles an hour. Yeah, I'd really seriously consider buying a cross bike just for the price. Like, oh shoot, get a good grip on these things. It's cold too. Cause like cross bike's a couple grand. You get a nice, super lightweight carbon giant. Was it T6? I think. With nice kit for a pretty good price. And you could also race cross with it if you wanted to. But I'm glad I didn't, because like this thing it's lower, it's longer, slacker. And on this kind of stuff, it really does matter. Like if you're on flat stuff, it may not. On this stuff, it does. I'd hate to be on a steep bike right now. I'd rather be on a giant trance right now, though. Oh, shit. I mean, honestly, you wouldn't even think about it riding out through here. It'd just be like, how am I gonna get in this corner? Fastest way, sliding out. This thing is like, I don't want to die. More random graves in the middle of the woods. I think this one, let's see, David Stone, first surveyor in the area, lived to be 102 years old. Yeah, so this is the part where you think, well, I just climbed Mount Currahee and I've done the hard part. Now I'm done. Oh no. Now you get 15 miles or so climbing out of here. And it's a lot of really rocky stuff too. I think more of the rougher part of the trails are the second half. Okay, didn't make that. Well, I'm getting towards the end of this thing. Basically, just have to climb back out of here. This is some old like abandoned road. It's kind of spooky out here. Like this park is closed apparently. And it's a nice place out here, beautiful lake. Ain't nobody out here though. But yeah, so that's my 2016 Jamis Renegade Exploit. So far this thing has been bulletproof. I mean, we'll see how it holds up, but so far I'm digging the steel frame. It's nice for like longer rides. You know, if you buy it with the idea of, say, going out and doing some bike packing, going on gravel roads, you know, those sorts of things. Maybe do some long distance rides. You can get on the road if you want to. It's comfortable for all day riding. Really comfortable rig, I can say that much for it. If you want something to go out here and like race in, probably not the right rig. You know, you probably want to go with something carbon, get the weight down a little bit. So 24 pounds is, God, they've got bikes out now that are probably 16, 18 pound gravel bikes at this point, I'm sure. But long term, I don't know how those work out, you know. Maybe they hold up, I don't know. But you know, for throwing weight on the frame and bike packing stuff like that, I like the steel. I think it's a good concept. But yeah, if you like this content, like and subscribe so I can get some more videos out for you. I've got a few that are coming up. For one, in a while, I'm gonna do a bike packing trip with this bike to Florida, and I've also got another video of the Trance. And I think I'm gonna start hitting some trails around this area. If you guys have any ideas about trails you might want to see up around North Georgia, let me know. Maybe I can get out there. But y'all have a good one. We'll holler at you later.